This is Paul. Yeah. Mhm. Now, both as to law and fact, yeah, with such exceptions and under such regulations as the Congress shall make. Yeah. Now, there is some limitation to the Supreme Court. Ouch. I know it's difficult for the Supreme Court Justice, John G. Roberts. Yeah. Huh. You get to hear the ones about the ambassadors, ouch, public ministers, and consuls. Yeah. And those in which a state shall be named a party. Yeah. Now, in the other cases before mentioned, yeah, the Supreme Court shall have appellate jurisdiction, both as to law and fact, with such exceptions and under such regulations as the Congress shall make. Yeah. It's the limitations of the judicial authority of the Supreme Court of the United States. Now, for the Congress, ooch, they're going to make some regulations with some exceptions. Yeah, you no longer can hear any corporate cases. Ooch, it's going to be a problem for you. Ooch, but I'm going to help you reduce your caseload so that you can focus on the Constitution of the United States and the enforcement of it for the good of the actual citizens of the nation. Now, Ginsburg going to say, well, corporations are people too, and I wouldn't disagree with her, especially as it applies super PAC funds and contributions for elections. Yeah, the giving of donations to charities and the matching of the actual retirements of those that are employees. Ouch, ouch. But I'd say this, that if Congress makes a regulation that you can't hear cases as it involves any corporation because of, well, their tax ID number, state of incorporation, yeah, their actual profitability as a corporation, not being a human being, the Congress can actually pass a law that you can only hear court cases about real human beings that are real individuals that are actual citizens of the United States. Now, the Congress is going to disagree. Yes, could you get them for me? Yeah, no, for the last 50 years. Ouch. And all their children, grandchildren, and nearest relatives. Now, when I consider the Congress having any knowledge of this, accusing innocent American citizens of crimes, yeah, and all the laws they passed, those U.S. codes, the Title 18s, yeah, VAWA, PKPA, all these different appropriations laws, and Matthew Shepard's, and conspiracy laws, and racketeering. And then we include that with our writ of citori so that you can be reminded of it as a Supreme Court. I think those are the exceptions. Ouch! Ouch! Now, the Congress is going to tell you what you can do. Ouch! I know it sounds unconstitutional. A lot of the judges, Thomas is all upset. Elena Kagan, she's like, no, we're not going to listen. Sotomayor sitting there saying, ooh. Now, for me, as I read it right here, it's in like section 2 of article number 3. Ouch! Now, both as to law with such exceptions, yeah, and under such regulations, as the Congress shall make. Now, for every senator in the House of Representatives and all the representatives in the Senate, yeah, all of you individuals are getting a lawsuit. Is some sort of tort liability called an injury. Where you have knowledge of citizens being accused of crimes when you know they're innocent of any wrongdoing. Now, I feel confident. Look at the House Speaker just showed up. Oh, my gosh. McConnell himself. You got to talk.